today we will be doing a science experiment. Baking powder versus
baking soda.
The question today is when you mix vinegar with baking powder or baking soda, which one would cause the bigger explosion?
We'll also be testing both of them at the same time.
We will be using safety goggles of some sort.
We need to be safe.
The number one rule of science. We are going to use baking powder first because we want to.
Yes.
We're going to pour it, measure it.
1 cup. Just our measurement.
So pour it together because you never know what might happen. It cause a big explosion. You now pour it into the jar. Or try to. Oh, that caused a big explosion.
Powder everywhere.
Anyway, so now grab your vinegar, put it into half a cup. But first, try to get past this annoying.
Getting the powder off. Oh, that works.
We're gonna see what happens.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
It smells in here.
Let's just say you're right.
Very
It bubbled
bubbly.
a lot.
That wasn't that big of an explosion.
It bubbled a lot.
There's still powder there.
Do you want to add more? You want to see what happens if we add another half a cup?
More vinegar.
Okay.
More vinegar.
Now we're gonna test to see what happens if you add another half a cup. So the first one was big.
It's going up. Going up. Will it reach the top? Will it reach the top? Will it reach the top?
It's gonna happen so often. So as you know, when you mix vinegar with baking powder, it causes a really big reaction. But we cannot wait until we test baking soda.
It is pretty lovely.
So now we are going to test baking soda.
Yes.
Da da da. Okay.
Putting.
No, we're gonna pour into this. Pour into 1 cup because we're gonna start the experiment by putting the baking soda
Where does
in
it
first.
open? Open on that side. Pour it in.
This will be just FYI. Baking soda is a lot easier to put in than baking powder, but a lot longer. This might take a
Smell
moment.
here.
Like skip 30 seconds.
Let's skip 30 seconds. Just open it completely and just
Yeah, that's a good idea.
opening a super tiny cereal box.
Painful end. Can you do it, please? Sorry, viewers. This is very hard. Like a professional.
The professional.
No, just rip it. Just rip. Oh, and then just rip.
It actually did come
Is that 1 cup? Okay, I guess we can use that much. Since we're gonna... Okay, that just needs that one. Put it in there. Have it. And now we're gonna pour this into this cup. Here. You want to do it? Okay. I'm gonna let my professional do it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see the biggest of what will happen. Probably explosion. 3, 2, 1.
What?
Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was fast.
That, unlike the baking powder,
This
this
was
is
like
fast. And it's dissolving quicker. Hello, viewers. just in case, for future references, when you're trying to do this, it will become gel.
It is
literally
gel.
It is gel. It's like hard. It's almost mini kind of snow actually,
It's like snow.
but a very
It's salt.
weird version. It will not come off this spoon.
Shake it. Shake it. No, shake the spoon into the.
Well, it will. Most of it will.
Oh.
come off.
That's not really what I meant, but okay.
Now, viewers, we are going to be using the great jar
It's bigger.
for the and wider and easier to use. Because we are going to be testing both, not just baking soda, but baking powder
Both of them.
with vinegar.
I'm gonna
What
probably.
will happen? I'd really like to know.
I don't know.
And then
This
So
will
let's-
have half a cup. We should probably use the X.
we are going to use this for this experiment because we're only going to be using half of this cup, and the other half, the other cup that's for half of it, is going to be used for vinegar. So,
Could just use the X. This one?
there's like
We need to use the X's.
we're about to find out. No, not half of it.
I was
Scotland's hypothesis was wrong.
hypothesis was wrong. I thought it was half.
Now, skip about 10 seconds.
I think that's half. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is about half, so now we're gonna pour it in the jar.
That half? That.
Yep, this half, okay?
Maybe.
Gonna pour it in the jar.
It's just
And now get your baking powder. But you should probably use a spoon, because as you know, our future references, I mean our past references have been very messy.
It looks interesting. I wonder what's happening. This is why we have to see.
I wonder if someone would come by this. Anyway,
Is that half a cup?
yep, it is half.
Whoa.
And now we will pour it in. And now, guys, we're gonna pour the vinegar into the thing.
This is where.
And now, the grand finale.
Oh.
It caused a big explosion and is very bubbly.
Somehow I got some on my leg. I don't know how that happened.
It was so explosive that she
It
got,
was like clear explosion that somehow got into my leg.
and now we're gonna add more. Because as you know, that explosion was not good enough.
I think I'm allergic to explosion.
Okay. I remember like 10 minutes ago how when we were testing baking powder, I think that baking powder is overpowering the baking soda, because this looks, for what I can remember, more like the baking powder explosion. But in the inside, it's becoming gel or fake snow, like how it did in the baking soda one. Fake gel.
This is
We are going to do a bonus experiment
Coke.
and baking soda. So now you're gonna pour the baking soda in.
I'm not even measuring anymore because it's a bonus.
You see, it's causing a big explosion.
A big explosion. That's just air and powder getting everywhere.
And now I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
The
by
old fashioned
ripping it.
style.
I'm gonna let my professional do it. My profession.
I'm a professional.
And I'll open the Coke. Big explosion.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's been
I just realized how weird Coca-Cola looks like. And now thinking that is enough. Now we're going to. Now for some reason I want to add the whole can. first I'm gonna try just a tiny bit.
That doesn't
Do anything, so.
whole thing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You see? It's baking. Coca-Cola, from what I can see, Coca-Cola
Smells
does
better.
not like baking soda.
It's
When they're forced
separated.
together, usually their heavier thing will go on the bottom, which is baking soda.
It's separated into parts.
Yeah, and the lighter thing, which is Coca-Cola, is on the top. But it seems, since they were forced together, a lot of the baking soda has evaporated because of the Coca-Cola. I guess there's just, now we're gonna pour the baking soda on top of it. And now you see, or not see, it's slowly changing color. It used to be darker, and now it got brown, and now it's darker again. But it's browner on the sides.
Ah,
I'm gonna get a spoonful of it, because as you know, we can never get enough of this.
does that do anything?
One last great, beautiful explosion.
Did it do anything?
As you see, didn't cause as much as an explosion as it did on the first time. And now you see all of the baking soda is sinking to the bottom, so the white part on the bottom is getting bigger.
I wonder if it turned to
Now I'm gonna take a spoon and put it in there to see what happened. As you see, some sort
Don't eat it.
it looks like sand. Feels like sand. Very wet sand. Do not eat this. Today, our conclusion was baking soda because of the bigger reaction
It was big
and
it was
explosion.
fast. It was fast.
And mostly because I love what happened at the end.
It turned
The
into
gel.
gel.
Now let us know in the comments which one you think had a bigger explosion.